मेरा नाम विनीता चौधरी, एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर, गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज सुजानगढ़। सभी छात्रों विद्यार्थियों का ऑनलाइन क्लास में एक बार फिर से स्वागत। प्रिय विद्यार्थियों, इससे पहले के वीडियो में हमने चर्चा की थी, डिस्कशन किया था प्रेजेंट टेंस एंड फ्यूचर टेंस। एक्टिव and passive voice in present tense and active and passive voice in future tense। ये वीडियो उन सभी विद्यार्थियों के लिए है जो किसी कंपटीशन की तैयारी कर रही हैं या जो बेसिक नॉलेज लेना चाहते हैं। तो आज के वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे एक्टिव एंड पैसिव वॉइस in the remaining part। In today's video, we will talk about the past simple tense, the past continuous tense, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense। इस टेंस में हम बात करेंगे एक्टिव एंड पैसिव वॉइस की, and the basic pattern of the past tense and what are the changes when we made any sentence active and to passive voice। So let's start। First we will talk about the past simple tense or past indefinite tense। In active voice we have subject and the second form of the verb, that is called past tense। Means to say that there is one subject and the form that is used is of second form। For example, we can say I visited my uncle last week। So in this sentence we have I subject, visited second form of the verb, my uncle last week। So when we will change this sentence into passive voice, the pattern will be like this: subject plus was or verb plus third form of the verb। So let's make the sentence into passive voice according to pattern: subject my uncle, then helping verb was or were। So we have my uncle, so we will use was। My uncle was visited, third form of the verb, by me last week। So this is the passive voice of the sentence I visited my uncle last week। The sentence will be my uncle was visited by me last week। Now we will talk about the past continuous tense। In this tense we have ing form। So in active we have subject plus was or were and then verb and the ing form of the verb। So for example, Sam was delivering the letters to the department। Here Sam is subject, was or verb, delivering, deliver plus ing। When we will change this sentence into passive voice, the pattern will be like this: subject plus was or were plus being plus third form of the verb. So it will be like this. The object will be become subject. So the letters were being deliver का हो जाएगा delivered to the department by Sam. So the passive voice will be like this. The letters were being delivered to the department by Sam. This is the past continuous tense. Now we will talk about past perfect tense. The pattern will be like this: subject plus had plus third form of the verb. This will be the pattern. For example, we can say he had read the book before Nick come. Sorry. Here, he is the subject, had plus third form of the verb, read. The book before Nick come. So, the passive voice of this sentence will be like this. And the pattern will be subject plus had been plus third form of the verb. The example: the book had been read before Nick came. The book is the subject, had been read before Nick came. This is the past perfect tense. Now we will talk about the past perfect continuous tense. In this tense we have subject plus had plus been and verb का ing form. Subject plus had plus been plus ing form of the verb. Sentence is like this: I had been typing the essay for 3 hours before you came yesterday. The passive voice of this sentence will be like this. First, the pattern of past perfect continuous: subject plus had plus been plus being plus third form of the verb. The sentence: the essay, क्योंकि ऑब्जेक्ट था सब्जेक्ट बनेगा, the essay had been being typed for 3 hours before you came yesterday. So this will be the passive voice of past perfect continuous. Now sometimes we have the future in the past, would. In that manner, the active voice will be like this: subject plus would plus verb की first form of the verb. Sentence: she would type the letters. She would type the letters. The passive voice of this sentence will be like this: subject, then would, then be, then third form of the verb. Verb की जो first form है that will be changed into third form. Would है उसके साथ लगेगा would be. The sentence will be like this: the letters, जो कि object है, that will become the subject. when we change any sentence into passive voice. The letters would be typed by her. The letters would be typed by her. So, now we will talk about the causative forms. In active voice, we have subject plus have, has, somebody plus verb की first form, then something, or subject plus get or gets, somebody plus to plus first form of the verb plus something. When will we read the sentence, we will be understand. My father had Tom wash his car. My father had Tom wash his car. Now we will change the sentence into like this. My father had his car washed by Tom. My father had his car washed by Tom. In this sentence, first we will understand my father, मेरे पिता जो हैं, had Tom, जिनके पास टॉम था, wash his car, उससे कार धुलवाई. When we'll read these sentences into Hindi, we will understand the meaning. Now we will talk about modal verbs in present tense. In active voice, we have subject plus would, then first form of the verb. And in passive voice, we have subject plus modal verbs plus be and the third form of the verb. When we use modals in the active voice and we have to change these active into passive, we have to use modals. So, you can solve the problem. Here we have modal can. You can solve the problem. So, it will be changed like this. The problem can be solved. The problem can be solved. Modals in present perfect tense. Subject plus modal verbs plus have and then third form of the verb. And in passive voice, we will change this sentence into subject plus modal verb plus have plus be and third form of the verb. Example, the snake might have killed him. It will be changed like this. He might have been killed by the snake. You can understand this sentence by using pattern subject he, modal verb might, then have, then been and third form of the verb killed by the snake. So, dear student, this was the final video of active and passive voice.